How's the cramp pulled up?
Yeah, good. I was a little bit sore post-game, but yeah, it's a funny one. I don't think I've ever had bilateral quad cramps before, and they're very difficult to get rid of once it's gone. So it was interesting after the goal and trying to get off the field after that. But yeah, obviously just excited for us to get the win.
How proud of you were of that fourth quarter effort? Because it was really dominant, and it was always just going to be a question of, if you could pull ahead and win.
Yeah, I think, reflecting on the game, it never really felt at three-quarter time that we weren't going to be able to do that, if that makes sense. I think only reflecting, we're actually a couple of goals down. Like, the win's not going to do it for you. So I think it was just everyone digging deep and, we weren't able to use the breeze how we wanted to in the second quarter when we had it. It was exciting, I suppose, when we started to get things going our way, and then it just sort of rolled on from there. But yeah, really proud of the girls to just grind out a win. Sometimes those sort of messy wins are really important in a condensed season.
And obviously, Lisa said the Demons have had the wood over you guys the past few times you've matched up on them. What's the opportunity ahead of you this weekend to hopefully get back-to-back wins on the board?
Yeah, they're a really good side, and they always have been. By injury-riddled seasons that they've had previously, they've always been sort of a benchmark of the competition, and they've won a flag. They're ones that we sort of will go out there and test ourselves against. I think the first part of our fixture is great because we do get to come across some of these teams that are really, really good teams in the competition. So it'll be a great test for us, and we go in, not fearing anyone, but having the respect that they are a great team.
What do you see as a key factor in getting a win over Melbourne on the weekend?
I think being able to play our way. I think a couple of weeks ago against Adelaide, they just denied us that opportunity, and we saw what happened when we were just slightly off. I think we've just got to be on and stick to the way that we want to play, and get the ball moving forward and find some different avenues to go. You can't always go to Anya every single time. She's a fantastic player, but we've been working on how are we going to get around when she's got two or three players on her, where is the opportunity apart from that? So it's an exciting opportunity for us to have another opportunity to play and show what we've been working on during the week.
How have you found this start of the season from a leadership perspective, obviously sharing the load a bit with Anya and Pewee?
Yeah, it's a different role for me, obviously, coming off the sole captaincy previously and then coming into a shared role. We've got leaders across all lines. So there certainly is a bit more of a shared role, which takes the pressure off, just one. And I suppose I can focus a little bit more on the midfield and getting us going. And then, Anya's got it covered in the forward line. And, last week, Pewee went back to the back line. So it was a great sort of spread across the ground. But, it's working really well for us at the moment.
Obviously losing that sole title of captain, but still performing that role in a rotating sort of system on game day. What's that been like for you, sort of not having the title, but still essentially doing what you did the last few seasons? Yeah,
I love captaining this club, so I just relish every opportunity that I get to do that. So it's no different. I love it on game day when it's my turn, but it's no different from when it is my turn to flip the coin versus when it's Anya's or Pewee's. I'll play the same role no matter what.
Has it been a bit of swallowing your pride in a sense, or have you been able to work through it quite seamlessly?
I think when it first happened, there was certainly a fair bit of that, and it was disappointing for me because you put your name up for something like that, it is a bit of swallowing your pride and just finding where I sort of fit in the group from that. But I guess moving forward from that. It doesn't really change how I go about my footy and what I'm doing on field. So I've enjoyed still the role that I've had in our leadership group and as vice captain.
You helped present Gabby her life membership last night. What's her impact been on the club as one of the sort of sole standing inaugural players?
Yeah, we call ourselves the OGs, and it's a slowly dwindling group, obviously losing Juddy a couple of seasons ago, but Gabby, she's just this bundle of energy all the time and always has been. So to present her with her life membership last night was really, really special. And it's something that, not many people, well, not many of us girls especially have, and it's a pretty exclusive group. So it was a really proud moment for me, but for our group as well.
Hayley, you've been part of this club for such a long time and you've been part of some really good teams. What is it about this group which gives you confidence that you are heading in the right direction?
I think there's talked about that we're one of the oldest lists in the comp, but I think with that comes a lot of experience, and we've brought in players previously. We've sort of gone with some younger players and whatnot, but to be able to bring a few players over from interstate makes a big difference in getting some players that are ready to, I suppose, play and at that sort of level. So, and then to get obviously Ash Mack as well over from the Eagles has made a big difference to sort of that starting 21. But I think just the way that we've been able to develop our trademark and everyone buys into that. And if you don't buy into that, then you're probably not going to find yourself out on the park. But yeah, every girl on our list has bought into that. There's been a few changes. Obviously, Turbo came out, and obviously with injury as well. But I feel like we were able to bring not people in to replace them by any means, but to sort of shoulder the load, and everyone's got that sort of equal responsibility.
Last week we saw the midfield put on a show. How's that bond developing between you guys as a group?
Yeah, I was really proud of how we went about it. We certainly prepared really well for the contest, and Ash Mack being out allows others to sort of stand up a little bit more. Gabby Newton's fairly new in there, and I thought she was a real a really important cog, I suppose, in our midfield mix. And Meg Kaufman obviously rolls through there quite a lot. Eastie is the little bull that she is, and she's pretty consistent in what we expect from her and what she puts out on the park. So, for us to sort of work through that, and then Mim is just phenomenal. I don't need to say that. Everyone in the media is saying it because it's true, and she probably hasn't got the recognition that she deserves over the last couple of seasons, but she is reliable, and you just know what you're going to get from her every week. And to be able to get over the top of some rucks that are a lot taller than her is a testament to all the work she's done in the pre-season to work on her body work and how she approaches the ruck, which, it's phenomenal.
Obviously, at first it was a bit of a different look without Turbo in the group with you guys this year. But has that kind of been a bit more of an opportunity for, those younger players to step up and play their role?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was always, going to look a little bit different without Turbo in there. But, Turbo being the type of player that she is, she almost gives you a safety blanket, which, when you take that safety blanket away, everyone needs to step up and sort of shoulder the load. There's not many players, laying 20 tackles in a game. So, we need to shoulder that load through everyone. And I think we've done that pretty well. I'd love to have her back, though, in saying that. So if and when she's ready, she'll be welcome back with open arms. But for the moment, we've got it sorted.
And for you personally, I guess being back in the midfield again after just playing a big chunk forward last season, how have you sort of reflected on that split and role this year?
Yeah, I went to work in the off season to make sure that I did everything that I could to, I suppose, put myself in the position to fight for a midfield spot. Probably, last year we needed a little bit more in the forward line, a bit of the speed, and I guess potentially a bit of strength in there as well, and that X factor, which I was more than happy to sort of play that role. But I see myself, at least for now, as a midfielder, and I love the split role between the mids and the forwards. So for me, it was about getting my body right and making sure that I was in the best shape that I could be to have a real impact in the midfield.